Hello, today I would like to share some tips on what kind of questions you can ask yourself when you feel anxious, and how these questions can help you to find some skills or strength that you need in order to overcome your anxiety and to continue to do whatever is meaningful and important for you at the times of feeling anxious. First of all, try to identify what kind of thoughts you have around your anxiety at times when you feel anxious. For instance, if this is the thought that you're going to fail your presentation, that you won't be able to complete your presentation or plans, instead of staying stuck in these negative thoughts, ask yourself, what else can I do right now in order to be successful? What small step I can take right now instead of being anxious in order to approach my goal of being successful or completing my plan. And you can think of situations what helped you in the past to succeed. For instance, if it was staying patient and being hardworking, you can use the same qualities that you used in the past towards your current goals, towards your current achievements or future achievements, and use these strategies or skills for achieving your current goal. And asking these questions to yourself can help to identify and find new ways of dealing with the current problem and with the current anxiety. And secondly, ask yourself what helped you to overcome your anxiety in the past. What was useful for you when you were feeling your anxiety less? And also ask yourself, when you felt your anxiety the most, which version of you was experiencing maximum anxiety? For instance, if it was your working version, if you experience a lot of anxiety in your working place as an employee or employer, this means that you have some other versions of you which helped you to overcome this anxiety, to decrease your anxiety. So paying attention to what happened at that particular moment, what was there apart from high anxiety, and what helped to decrease the levels of anxiety, which of your qualities, which of your versions can help to find out some strategies and ways of managing and regulating anxiety. And this also would help you to understand that anxiety is not controlling us, but we can control our anxiety, and we can decide on how much energy, how much time and focus we are going to place on anxiety. And we can still continue to do whatever is meaningful for us despite these feelings of anxiety and being overwhelmed. For example, if you are afraid of public speaking, you can start taking small steps and trying to speak in front of the mirror. And if you will have other negative thoughts, such as you'll never get it right, you can never succeed, you can respond to your mind and ask, what evidence is there for this? Is there an evidence for it? Does this thought has to be reality? And you can also remind yourself of cases when you were successful, when you could overcome challenges, and ask yourself what helped to overcome challenges. What was present there in the past when you could succeed? With whom you were interacting, who helped you, who supported you, in which environments you were spending your time, what exactly you were doing for succeeding. And using these tips and using this in the future and for achieving your goals can help you to succeed once more. And reminding yourself about your successes can help to inspire you to find motivation for moving forward even in challenging times. And again, along the way, when you will have again some negative thoughts such as you are going to fail, that you cannot succeed, it's important to learn to ask yourself other questions that are responding to these thoughts and negative thoughts. For instance, if your mind is telling you that you are going to fail, you can ask yourself, how useful is this thought for achieving your goals? And you can try to reframe this question or ask other questions that might be more useful for achieving your goals. And whenever you are having anxiety, whenever you are feeling that you have anxiety, you can ask yourself how you would like to respond to this anxiety and what you would like to do despite this anxiety, and what kind of other emotions you would like to have instead of anxiety. And if something else, another emotion was filling the space of anxiety, what you would like it to be, and what you would like to pursue if there was no anxiety or if there was more peace. And imagining about these activities, imagining about your goals would help you to decrease your anxiety, and you would notice that anxiety is already gone and you are making some plans and finding some solutions for achieving your plans. So from here we learn that we can choose on how much time we are spending with anxiety, how much focus we are giving to our anxiety, and if we are like too much concentrating on anxiety, it even continues to grow. Whereas when we accept it, when we let it there to be, and when we focus on our goals despite the anxiety, and when we start to pursue these goals despite the anxiety, you would notice that anxiety has decreased considerably and you are able to do what you were supposed to do. And each time when you overcome this anxiety, you would notice that it's getting less and less, and at the end of the day you would find yourself achieving your goals and approaching closer to success and what you plan to do. And also imagining that your anxiety has already gone and that you could overcome it. Imagining these situations can help you to deal with your anxiety in real life situations. For instance, asking yourself what you would be pursuing, what kind of goals you would like to achieve, how you would like your interactions to change, and what you would notice if anxiety was no longer here, if it has disappeared. And trying to imagine these situations would help you to create a plan towards future and to understand what you really want and what you value. Whereas you are having a strong anxiety, whereas you are focused on it, it will get more difficult to think about your plans, about your wants, about your values, because you will be focused too much on anxiety. But when you consider that it's gone, when you consider that a miracle has happened, you can think of more alternatives, more solutions for your problems, and more ways of managing your anxiety and achieving what's important for you and pursuing what's meaningful for you despite your anxiety. So how you would know that your anxiety is gone, that you are making progress? What would be different? What would you notice that you are doing differently if anxiety was less? How your interactions, how your communication would change, and what you would be doing differently, and what you can achieve in 6 months if you could learn to cope with anxiety and if anxiety was less. Asking yourself these questions and answering to them can help you to stay more motivated, inspired, and to start actually doing what's important for you and finding these ways of managing and dealing with anxiety. Please feel free to share in the comments if you found this video useful, and also share your own experiences of managing anxiety, what helps you, what was helpful, and what we can also use in our daily lives to help ourselves to deal with anxiety.